Hi, this is Capt.Verma, the founder and principal coach of Parex. In continuation to my last video where I had spoken about meditation, today I'm going to touch briefly upon another area of guidance that I give, which is tarot card reading, and give you a little insight, if I may. There are a lot of people who come or who call in and say, what is tarot card reading? How accurate is it? Can you predict so and so, etc., etc. So, briefly, I mean, tarot cards are merely a tool, a visual tool, which gives the reader the ability to see things and guide you accordingly. It is my belief that tarot is not predictive, but is merely and largely used to guide you. How accurate, how good is tarot? Well, tarot as a science is 100% accurate. It is completely accurate because when the reader and the person who is being read, their energies are in sync, then your readings are without a doubt going to come out the way it should be. For that to happen, one, the person who's getting a reading done should ensure that their thoughts and the desires are in sync. You should not be thinking about, when am I going to go on this holiday, where am I going to go, and etc., etc., and then ask a question, will I get an increment in my salary? I mean, these thoughts are completely different and not in sync. It also depends a lot on the level of clairvoyance of the reader. It is not just merely learning the art of reading cards. That's a mechanical reading, and yes, there's a certain amount of accuracy which comes from that too, because at the end of the day, if your energies are in sync, the reader and the client, then whatever the cards are shuffled and are dealt out by the person who needs the reading to be done, then I would say you're fairly accurate in that. I mean, although I strongly believe that a true psychic does not and cannot do a reading for himself or herself, because they would lose the objectivity of the entire reading. Yes, of course you can do reading for yourself and things, but if you're going to lose the objectivity, then your readings are not going to come out accurately. As I said before, your questions and your desires need to be very specific, to the point, and it needs to be in sync with your desires. So that is very essential. When I do tarot card reading, it is not merely just pulling out the cards and parroting the meaning as is given in the book. That anybody can do. You can put a tarot card meaning book in front of yourself. You can do deal out whatever spread you're doing, a 1 card, a 3 card, a 6 card, a 10 card, 11, 13, whatever you want. You can devise your own form of reading, and then just read the meaning from the book. But a true tarot card reader would use a combination of both. I largely use my intuitive powers, my psychic powers, to be able to predict. And there are, a number of times when I don't even use cards. I could just be sitting down, I could be talking to a person over the telephone, I could be talking to a person over the Skype, and I get the answers, and coming to me. If you would ask me things, I would, sometimes I would get a thought coming, and I would just tell a person, you should do this or you shouldn't do that, or whatever. These are thought processes which come to me due to the psychic powers and energies. So knowing that, I essentially use my psychic abilities to be able to when I'm doing tarot card reading. So yes, tarot cards, there are various, there's volumes and volumes written about tarot, which you can get off the net and other books. But tarot card is very interesting, it's accurate, and the most important thing is that your thoughts and desires must be in sync, you must be open, you have to be honest, you've got to be grounded, and tarot works wonders. I essentially do not predict, as people would say, but I use it as a guidance to tell people, when you ask a certain question, what are the possibilities of an event happening or not happening, or whatever it be. So if there's anybody out there who's also interested in doing tarot card reading, please feel free. You have my contact details. I'm just a call away, 24/7. So feel free. Till next time, have fun and stay blessed. Namaste.